What's up with you, man? Not a whole lot. You been alright?
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Yeah. And what league is it?
And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Yeah.
Coming out with it, it's Butler.
Say light up.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Yeah.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards.
That's the most important thing. You got to teach that.
Long way to the end zone. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I wonder why they started so late.
On first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the catch. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
It's tough on the defense there.
What?
3rd down, you're in zone coverage.
And how old is he?
Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
That is
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Oh, they make it free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Lots of room to run.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers. And understanding how
I didn't even know that.
And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
After 1 year?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Hope I can get that to work out for me, though.
The run up the middle, looking for the score.
It's crazy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in
I wonder how that happened.
They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll run the option. The give to the tailback.
Dang.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Never
back up, what's his name?
Right down the middle. And with that, they break
starter?
the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Oh, wow.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road.
Did you mean to choose that? You mean to choose that? Oh, yeah, okay.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Yeah, that's gonna be for like, that's gonna make for like a very busy
the drive starts
very
from their
busy
own 25-yard
fall.
line. To throw, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
A strike downfield. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Grab near the marker, it's Wingo. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He'll try to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter. And we're all square.
Hey, that money league sounds interesting. I know I'm not going to get in it, but I hope you win out on that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Blackwell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Okay. Some pretty good users in there.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Yeah.
That's caught. It's Webster. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And
oh, my goodness.
Inside the 30-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat.
That was just like right on.
Rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
I did not mean that.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
It's like I wanted to throw the flare. I didn't know if it was an option or not.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping
could have been out for the season right there
in the 2nd quarter.
That was definitely the hit.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw.
It's too much speed.
The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
His speed is crazy.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You're giving up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to
they can have two what though?
To the air, it's Manning. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Using his feet to buy time. Makes a connection. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
That could have been bad.
So now it's 2nd and long.
That's crazy. I don't like how they do that.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
What do we have here?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
They booted away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Man, I feel like even if that happens, the level of skill that kids have now can easily be like
Plenty of time
compensated with discipline.
Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wants to throw. It's Manning.
Damn.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Pocket breaking down. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback. Tucking it and running it, just getting what he can get.
On the snap, it's Williams. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
This crowd is crazy.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Yep, he's down there.
A little screen to the running back.
Good stuff.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And
oh, yeah,
he is just
racking up
at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got
that's
some
a crazy
space.
tight end.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Yeah.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. And he's brought down after a nice game.
As a quarterback, it's never fun getting hit, but it always feels a little bit better when you're able to complete a strike down the field. Nice shot.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, I messed up.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Might have been like just the first snap.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going. And they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Manning. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Hits him with a stiff arm. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's complete on the right side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Man. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
All right.
I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul searching.